my sports metaphor for today. I'll start an argument. Kobe Bryant and LeBron James will never be as good of a basketball player as Michael Jordan. Now, they might be better athletically. They could have more talent, even more skill. But he's a better basketball player. And the reason he's a better basketball player, will always be a better basketball player, is the 3 years he spent with Dean Smith. You can't leave high school and go to the NBA, no matter how talented you are, miss that developmental experience, and there's no way to replace it.
Right.
So fundamentally, we got when I got into this business, when I got into this game, when you talked about somebody's political skill and they were a politician, you were talking about what they could do with the government. It's kind of like how they could play ball, okay? That they understood the game that they was in. You wasn't talking about elections. Getting elected was a prerequisite for being a politician. Now, when we talk about politics, the only thing we talk about is election. We and nobody's focused on governing. Don't nobody know how to do it. So in the NBA, everybody can run, jump, and shoot, and they can all. And if you're 7 feet tall, you can all shoot 25 footers. Okay, and there ain't a team in the NBA. No, there's not. I put like that. I won't say ain't a team. There's not a half a dozen teams in the NBA that can actually run a play to get a shot. If they call timeout and broke out this timeout, they don't have a set that they could run to get the shot that they wanted or an option off the shot that they want.
I just watched it with Phoenix earlier this week.
So it's being paid tens of millions of dollars for being a schoolyard basketball player.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. And if you know something, and it's like comparing serious jazz with R&B, and I happen to love R&B, but I would not play what you have to play to be the backup band for the Temptations or Beyonce ain't what you got to do if you go play with Miles Davis or John Coltrane or Duke Ellington. And so there's a degree of complexity and stuff, and we think you can skip stuff now, and you can't go back and learn it. See, that's the problem. Once you're in the game, you can't go back and learn. That's why they don't let you take the bar no more without going to law school. Okay, because for 100 years you could read the book and then take the test.
Or intern with an attorney.
Okay, that you can do it that way, right? Now you got to go to school because there's some things you need to know if we go trust you to represent people. So it's this.
But if you got the discipline, even once you in the game, Mike, don't you think you can go back and learn some stuff if you
Wait a
want to
minute.
learn it? If you want
Wait a
to
minute.
learn it. The
Wait
problem
a
is
minute.
that they don't want to learn it.
Wait a minute. The issue, reason I'm use that as the metaphor, is those 3-4 years in college were a necessary prerequisite to even teach you what you had to learn as a pro.
Right, right.
And what happens is when you miss that part, when you get to be a pro, I now have to dumb down what it means to be a professional because there's too much stuff you don't know.
Right.
Okay? It's too many things you don't understand, don't know how to do. So I got to take something that's very, very complicated. We got to start doing stupid stuff or relatively mundane stuff because you don't have the intellectual capacity to absorb what it means to play at the next level. So everybody in Congress spends all their time raising money for a campaign once they get there.
Especially in the House. And,
Right.
we overwhelmingly have all our people in the House.
Right. So
And
fundamentally, they don't spend any time
mhm.
in mastering the mechanics of government because they spend, and we call them politicians, and they spend all their time getting elected, not making the government do what it needs to do for you or the people that sent them.
Because they're really professional fundraisers. That's what
Right. That's exactly what they are.
Because
Professional
they going
fundraisers.
from because
Right.
every time they come out of a cycle, they
Now,
right back to the next.
I'm gonna tell you what they are. They $10 corner hoes and the consultants or the pimps,
Mm-hmm.
and they putting them in the room to get the money
Mm-hmm.
because they don't even keep the money. The money is for the pimp,
Right.
for the
Well, look,
campaign.
we just saw that. That just played out for us in the congressional race here with the first congressional district.
Right.
We saw that right in our face where somebody brought someone in like that and then supported them and just took the position.
And now here is what's different in politics. 50 years ago, if you had showed up with $18 million, you'd have to put it in a bag. You couldn't spend it on TV, man.
Right.
Now that's the crazy part of it. You spend $18 million and ain't nobody seen none of it.
None of it. None of it. Nobody in the community. No impact. No impact on the district that you represent.
Well, I put it like this. For 18 million, I'm gonna be a little cynical, but it's kind of true. For 18 million, if I had $18 million, I'd just ask Corey how much she want. We ain't gotta mess this money up, baby.
Right.
You ain't gonna make 5 or 6 on because I can't give you all of it because I got to keep some of it. So, but I can't. You ain't gonna make $5-6 million doing this stuff. So shit. I mean, wait a minute. You're here. Hey, you want to cash in early? Okay.